Weak from lack of food and water, they use thermals, rising columns of warm air, to gain height. For many, this is their first journey across the Himalayas. For some, it will be their last. The golden eagles have been expecting them. The eagles work in pairs to separate a young crane from the flock. It escapes the clutches of one and is caught by another.
The birds. They are the top predators in this weird forest. This is the largest Gastornis, a half-ton pile of muscle and feathers as tall as a grown man. This is a female, and for the last 2 months her whole life has revolved around the one egg in her nest, now only hours from hatching. She is fiercely territorial, and when another Gastornis gets too close, she moves to protect her nest. Since the Great Extinction, birds have been a success like mammals, but what is more, they have got big. Big enough to take over the role of the predatory dinosaurs. The two giants clash. The small mammal escapes. There are echoes here of a bygone age.
As the tide recedes and the remaining floodwater evaporates, a remarkable transformation takes place. The mud is coated with a magical world of salt. Any remaining water is extremely salty. Very few creatures can survive here, except brine shrimp. And on the water's edge, brine flies. Both are the favorite food of an extraordinary animal, the Caribbean flamingo. Remarkably, they actually seek out such briny places. They're the best spots for them to find their food. And they also provide the protection the flamingos need to raise their young. Nesting sites like this are surrounded by corrosive brine. It's a formidable barrier to any predators seeking to dine on flamingo chicks. The flamingos take the precaution of building raised mud nests, just in case of further flooding. Strangely, it's actually the power of the storm tides that gives the flamingos both their food and a perfect habitat in which to breed. Other island birds have reacted in a similar way. This is New Caledonia in the Western Pacific, and this is its special bird, the kagu. Its ancestors must certainly have arrived here by air, but since New Caledonia had no ground predators until recently, they gave up flying, and today the kagu is virtually flightless. It finds all its food on the ground in the leaf litter. It's been here so long that it's difficult to be sure exactly who its ancestors were, but they were probably herons. Imagine our world without sun. Male emperor penguins are facing the nearest that exists on planet Earth, winter in Antarctica. It's continuously dark and temperatures drop to minus 70 degrees centigrade. Penguins stay when all other creatures have fled, because each guards a treasure. A single egg resting on the top of its feet and kept warm beneath the downy bulge of its stomach. There is no food and no water for them, and they will not see the sun again for 4 months. Surely no greater ordeal is faced by any animal. Everything must be spick and span. All is ready. Very impressive, but no one is watching. The superb bird of paradise calls to attract a female. And he has more luck. But what does he have to do to really impress her? She retires to consider her verdict. It's hard not to feel deflated when even your best isn't good enough.